it's still all about peaches. Okay, so today in this video, we're going to go through making a Jewish peach cake. It's interesting because my family is Italian and my sister loved to bake, so she created this recipe. Now, my mother was everything from German to Jew, but my father was first generation from Italy. So I'm surprised she didn't call it Italian apple cake. But this is the recipe that I'm going to share with you. It's family, and it was handed to me from my sister before she passed away. So I hope you join me and actually make it yourself at home.
This is everything we're going to use. It's such a simple cake. But rather than apples, those peaches from my tree. They're gently sugared. Sugar, eggs, oil, nutmeg, baking powder, vanilla, and flour. I will have the recipe, the full recipe down below. I like to play with things, so I added a little bit of melted butter. I'm not sure if everyone does this, but I do like to add my sugar to the wet ingredients. It does look like a heck of a lot because I doubled this recipe. I was so happy to have been able to utilize the dinked peaches. And when I say dinked, I took all the ones that had just gentle scars. Because peaches are so volatile, I had to get to them right away. Here, I just add the eggs 1 or 2 at a time till they're all incorporated. The vanilla. Then I use peach juice, but in the recipe with apple, you use the juice of an orange. These peaches aren't freestone, so if you stay until the end, I'll show you how you cut up dinked peaches that stay pretty solidly stuck to the pit. After you scrape all the unblended stuff off the sides, remix. Then we're going to mix up all the dry ingredients in your biggest bowl. Baking powder and salt. And then I added the nutmeg. In the apple version, you're going to use cinnamon, but I love nutmeg with peaches. Incorporate this, whisk it up as best you can, because you are going to plop the wet ingredients with the sugar right down in the middle. You are going to gently fold all this together just until it's mixed. Most cakes I make, you're making a batter. This is almost like a bread dough. As you can see, it looks like I should add more flour and start kneading. But it's sticky. You're going to see it stick to your finger. I heavily buttered both bundt pans. I really like both of these for different reasons. Now is the part where you layer. This bundt pan, this becomes the top. So I like to get a little bit of the cake at the top. You're going to be so shocked at how much this batter fills in. When I make this with apple for everybody, it gets eaten so quickly. So I typically always do 2 at a time. I like to give some away to friends, as well as serve the people here at the boarding house. The dough is almost dry enough for me to just grab big chunks, but it does stick. Keep going until you know you have just enough room really for the cake to rise. This cake does take an hour and a half to bake. If this looks yummy, give me a thumbs up. If you know someone who wants to bake, please share it with them. They might make you some. Wouldn't that be lovely? Using this type of bundt pan, this is the bottom. So I do start with just a gentle layer of the peaches. And then you're going to do the same thing. Keep layering. After you make this the first time, this will be which will go to every peach season. And you might do it 2 or 3 times. Make this for a potluck, dinner party, bake sale. You're going to be expected to bring it every time. And probably 2. 1 for samples and 1 for sale. And it will go. I'm telling you, this is a fabulous, easy cake. And that's what they look like when they're ready to bake.
Okay, now it's time for that magic to happen.
An hour and a half at 375. Don't skimp. And halfway through, turn them around. I will review this decor oven. It's not favorable. And look how much the dough or the batter filled in. Can you believe that? It looked like we were going to have much more show of peach. Beautiful. This is how my sister serves it up and enjoys it. It's perfectly fine, just like this. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use my favorite butter, Kerrygold, and either do a buttercream or a chocolate buttercream drizzle. I took that Kerrygold, I mixed it with some milk and powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla. I even used a little bit of lemon. I have a hard time throwing away all that peach flesh when there's only a couple dinks. Cut them out. Cut around that peach pit and get as much as you can. That's all you have to do. Don't feel guilty about throwing that away. You're saving this whole peach because of one little bird peck. And cut it evenly so you get even cooking. If you want to share this cake and share furnished rooms in your home and make some extra money, check out this video. See how much I made in 1 year. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.